Namaste, Namaskara, welcome to Happy Omyoga. This is the evening pranayama and meditation practice. This happens every day, that is from Monday to Friday. If you guys wish to join me for the practice, you can contact me through the website right below the description of this video. So let us get started. You can sit down comfortably on a yoga mat, or if you wish to sit on a sofa or on a chair, that's absolutely fine. All that you have to do is keep your spine straight during the practice. However comfortable you can sit, that is very much important because we need to concentrate more on the breathing patterns rather than the other parts of the body. Alright, so in fact, we have to be aware of all parts of the body, but we have to be more concentrating on breathing, so that we need to sit comfortably. Keep your eyes closed, keep your spine straight, sitting in any comfortable asana. Trying to bring your awareness towards your spine. And taking a deep breath and becoming more and more aware how the spine feels. As you inhale, keep expanding your stomach. And as you exhale, start squeezing in. Inhale, expand. Exhale, squeeze in. Taking your palms to the heart center, we will say a small prayer. Om Laye Sambodhaye Chittam Vikshiptam Samayet Punaha Sakushayam Vijaniyat Samapraptam Nachalayet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Slowly open your eyes. Namaste once again. Holding any mudra of your choice. You can sit down in any comfortable seated posture, but today let us try and sit in Baddha Konasana. Right? A butterfly pose, which is a very good posture for relieving the stress. Alright? As you do butterfly pose, you can see that there's a flexion that is happening on the hip flexors. Alright? There's a stretch that is happening, and as you keep pushing your knees down, you will see that a lot of relief. And holding your hands in Chin Mudra, the point and the thumb finger touching each other, place it this way, and we will practice Akara, Ukara and Makara in this asana. So keep your eyes closed. This is a wonderful practice, especially for pregnant women, and if you're going through any kind of menstrual pains and issues, and and also for your lower back and any kind of cervical problems as well. So let's start. Inhale. Staying here, just observe. We will say Ukara. Inhale. Next we will say Makara. Inhale. With a beautiful smile on your face, keep observing the changes that's happening every single moment. There are physical and bodily changes. There are physiological changes. And there are psychological changes. That's more with the mental changes. Just keep observing everything. Whatever we practice, any practice that we do in yoga, there are a lot of physical, physiological, and mental changes, psychological changes that happen. We have to become more and more aware of them. Only when you become aware of them, then we will know what kind of practice are we doing and what kind of effect is it creating. Without awareness, if we consistently keep practicing, there might be kind of certain side effects which can happen. So that's why awareness is very, very important. And you need to address them, learn them. And slowly open your eyes. If you want, you can close your knees in for a moment. Just squeeze your abdomen. Right now it's feeling really wonderful, so I'm not gonna close it. So if you guys wish to close it, you can close the knees for a moment. Hug your knees tightly and then take a nice deep breath. The next practice we will do is a slightly kind of a healing practice where we will try to heal the spine. Okay, basically generally if you see, there's a lot of knots that gets tangled up at the spine. Knots as in, it is not like someone is gonna tie it up or something is gonna tie it up as well. Okay, I should say there's kind of a stiffness which keeps getting created, all right? So the more if we sit idle or the more we don't do any form of exercise or culturing the spine, then there's a kind of idleness, stiffness which keeps getting created, more like a stagnant water. Okay, when the water is stagnant for a longer period of time, what happens? There's more and more of filth getting accumulated, dust, filth, dirt, all these gets accumulated. So the same way in our body also, the more and more you keep sitting idle, and only if we keep hogging a lot, eating a lot, and doing nothing about no exercise, no nothing, no walking, jogging, running, so nothing you do, then that means your body gets stagnated. Okay, then there's a lot of negative energy, there's a lot of filth and dirt which gets accumulated. So this stagnation, you can say, is called as a knots. Okay, so the spine every single day, even after I practice so much, even after a lot of people practice with me so much, there is a stagnation that keeps happening at a particular during certain times, because we are not becoming more and more aware of the breath when we are working, when we are doing something. All right, so that knots we will try to release. So for that we'll have to use the healing breath right now. So inhale, lift your head up. As you exhale, I want you to make the sound. All right, so inhale, head up. Exhale, bend forward. Slowly just drop forward, exhale out and stay here. You can continue to breathe here. Try to stay there and observe. Slowly inhale, come up. As you exhale, close your knees in and hug your knees closer to the chest. Squeeze your abdomen like this. Keep squeezing in. Pull your abdomen, pull your hip flexors, tighten your thighs, tighten your calf muscles, tighten your entire body. and tighten with a smile. And slowly release. And come to a Ardha Padmasana. Take your right leg, place it over your left thighs and drop your right knee down. Keeping your spine straight. Once again, we will try to do the healing breath. Alright, but for this, we have to take your right hand towards the side and exhale, come back. So we'll do one side first and then we will do the left side. Alright, so if you want, you can keep your eyes closed and practice, or you can focus at one point and then try to practice. Inhale. Stay here now and then take 5 breaths. Drop your elbow, shoulder in same line. Open your shoulder back to the wall or the chair. Just sit straight and observe how your right side of the body feels. The practice that we are doing now removes all the toxins and the knots from your body and majorly from the spine. And also if you have any kinds of lower back pain, sciatica, lumbar spine pain, cervical pain, shoulder pain, neck pain, whatever pain that is considered with the spine will get relieved. And slowly change your legs now. Now bring your right leg down and take your left leg over the top. And we'll do the same practice on the other side. So when you go down, keep your shoulder and the elbow and palms all in a straight line. Alright? And open up the left shoulder. Inhale. Stay here this time. Just come back, sit straight, observing your spine. Now see how your left part of the body, left side of the body feels. With a beautiful smile on your face. And slowly open your eyes. The practice that we did now is also a very important practice for pregnant women as well. Why? Because the spine health is what determines the, I would say, not the characteristics but the nature of the baby. Okay, a lot of babies or children, if you see, very easily they get bored, very easily they get sad, very easily they become more so sensitive to a lot of things. Okay, and the nature itself becomes they always stay bored, they always stay alone, or they always not interested in a lot of things. All right, because it is the spine health of the mother which actually determines the nature of the baby. So in the formation years, okay, from the third month or the first month itself till the 9 months when the woman is pregnant, okay, how healthy you stay, how healthily you keep your spine, that is what determines the nature of the baby. That means your spine health will actually determine the nature of your mind. That means your mindset, your moods, your emotions. Okay, thus how good is your spine health, the same way your emotions will trigger. Okay, so if you keep your spine healthy during the pregnancy time, that means you are nurturing the baby in a better way. So this practice, as we are doing right now, improves your spine health, and also it ultimately helps in the growth of the baby. All right, so let's practice the next thing now. The next thing, I want you to squat. Okay, if you can squat like this, you can definitely go ahead and squat and take your palms to the heart center. But if you're not able to, you can just sit in a normal sukhasana position like this and then do it. All right, so whichever is comfortable for you, but a squat is really a very good posture, and especially again, once again, for pregnant women, if you are want to practice, you can definitely, it will help you for the delivery as well. Okay, but not, you see how comfortable you can do that. All right, if you want to place a small chair under also, you can do that. So place your palms at the heart center, keep your neck straight. If you want, you can also take the support of the wall. Right now I am taking the support of the wall as well. So just keep your spine straight, and we will do dog breathing or the breath of fire. Open your tongue out. Okay, that's what we're going to do. I want you to do a minimum of 50, but only if you're practicing regularly with me, then you can go ahead and do 100. But otherwise, stop at 50 and then observe. All right? Just keep observing. If you want to sit down in Sukhasana, you can go ahead, sit down normally for a while before we do the next round. And we will do one more round of the same. Come back to a squat again. And lift your spine up. Open your tongue out. Slowly open your eyes, sit back in Sukhasana or any other posture as you wish. Taking a nice deep breath and observe for a moment of silence and calmness. And slowly open your eyes. And the next practice we will do is Ardha Matsyendrasana. Alright? So, where I want you to keep your left knee and the hip in a straight line and then take your right leg over. Alright? If you're pregnant or if you have any kind of issues, you can just definitely keep your leg over the knee and just place it softly. Okay? You don't have to push further and just stay here. Or if you think that is difficult as well, you can just place your feet right in front of you like this and then stay here. And then we will do a twist as well. Okay? So if this is comfortable, stay here. If this is comfortable, stay here. But if you can go further, then place it over outside your knee and then watch me. Alright? And then make sure your hip stays down. And then hug your knees, twist your spine. Rotate your hand back, place it on the floor. Right? And then see if you can take your left hand over and twist your spine. Alright? As much comfortable as you can. You don't have to push really hard. Alright? And then go back and look back and stay here. Alright? Once you're here, if you want to still further go ahead and then do it, you can even take your hand, hold either your knee or take it inside like this. Alright? So whichever comfortable, or just stay here. And here we will do healing breath. Alright? Once again, just shh. Look back. And slowly come back with a beautiful smile. Just observe and then release. And let us try and do the other side now. Take your right leg down. Place your knee and the hip in straight line. If you want, you can just twist it like this from here itself. Or take your leg over and then twist. Right? If you can go fully, just place your left leg on the floor. Hug your knee. Squeeze your abdomen. Open your left hand and then look back. If you can, take your right hand over. Stay comfortable and look back and stay. And slowly just release. Observe for a moment and then come back. And just come back and sit normally, observing your breath. And observe how your spine feels and how your body feels. Trying to just completely remove the toxins, the knots on your spine, the stagnation, and keeping the flow of the nadis, the prana into the nadis. And slowly open up. Okay, the next practice is gonna be, I will show you. But before that, this practice, what we're gonna do right now is gonna help you, especially if you have a headache. All right. So if you have a headache, a migraine attack, or any kind of heaviness on the head. All right. And also for the face here, or I should say, for increasing the blood flow right here in the forehead region, for your eyes as well, and your top of the head. Okay, this one will be really helpful. For this, you can do it in two ways. One thing is doing it down on the floor. You need to come down, sit down in Vajrasana, or you can also place your head on the wall and then do the same thing what right now I'm doing. Gonna do it on the floor. Okay, just come into Marjari Asana first. From here, knee and hip in straight line, palms and shoulder in straight line. From here, exhale, just drop down your head. Alright, as you drop down, you roll your head to the left and to the right. Left and right. You can do it on the wall as well if you want to. If you're not able to go down, do it on the wall. Left times. And come back for a moment. One more thing is, if you're thinking that, okay, uh, just because I don't have a headache, why should I do this? Or if there's a question like that, why should I do this if there's no headache? Okay, what happens is when you do this, all your mental stress also gets relieved. Okay, any kind of stress, okay, when you feel stress, what we do is first thing we scratch like this or we hold it like this. These are the things that we do. Why? Because there's a stress on the region. Alright, so when you practice this, we also relieve the stress, and it is very important. It helps the mental health, and for pregnant women, as I have been telling, is also a very good practice, because all your stress from the head region also gets relieved, and that helps in nurturing the baby. Okay, so the next thing is, once again, come back to Marjari Asana. Drop your head down, and then you go forward like this and back. Forward and back. You can do it on the wall as well. Do it a few times. You can see how you're feeling. Observe how you feel when you do it. And for people with migraine, you might feel very heavy to put your head down, but that's okay. I want you to still force yourself a little bit and then drop it and then practice this. After the practice, you will see that there is a kind of a good relief, especially if you have migraine. Now just push forward for a moment and stay here. And back. Now make a rotation, clockwise rotation on your head. A clockwise rotation. Anti-clockwise now, reverse. And slowly just come back. And back and sit down. And observe. Taking a nice deep breath. Just observe. Now, let us sit in Gomukhasana. Gomukhasana is just keeping your knee and the hip knee and the hip in straight line and placing your leg over, just like we did at the Matsyendrasana. But in this, you have to try to bring both the knees together in a straight line. If you're not able to, how much ever, this is also fine. Okay, so let us bring them closer and together, and try to drop your hip down. Keep pushing your hip down. If you're not able to sit in this posture, you can choose any other posture as well, not an issue. And stay here. Taking a nice deep breath. You can also sit in Vajrasana if you want to. Spine straight. And Gomukhasana is such a majestic posture. It builds the self-confidence. A very good posture for everyone, in fact, and especially for the kids. If you see in those days in Gurukul system, the kids while studying have to sit down. But today, we always sit on the chair, okay? From the kindergarten to whatever college graduate level, postgraduate level, we always sit on the chair. And that is why there is so much of stress that is building up right from the age of a kid, alright? So right from the LKG, UKG, first standard itself, the stress is, I should say that we are built or trained to build stress, okay? So when you sit on a chair, obviously we are not relieving anything from, we are not doing anything in the physical form to relieve that stress as a kid, okay? So all that thing that gets inside, all that stagnation or whatever the kind of emotions that we go through as a kid, it all becomes stress. And that's why you see the kids becoming so adamant, they act really weird, and they don't listen, and they're not happy at all. If you see, most important thing as a kid is to be happy. But today's kids, if you see, not just them, even I think even in my, as a kid, I was not really happy about a lot of things, because we also used to sit on the chair, and now I realize why all these things happened. So even in our generations, when we started sitting in chair, a lot of kids lost something called happiness, lost the childhood itself. At least we had a lot of things to do then, but today there's only technology. So that is why this is a wonderful posture for the kids, especially when they're studying. For anyone, even if you're working on a laptop at home, sit in this posture, have a table, and then work, and you will see a wonderful relief that you get. Okay, so just sitting here, take a deep breath. Inhale. As you exhale, bend forward, extend your chin over the knee, and just stay here. Slowly inhale, come up. Observe the effect, keeping your spine straight. With a beautiful smile. And slowly open your eyes. Let us change the sides. Now take your right leg down and then your left leg over. So just place your left leg over and bring both the knees together. Make sure you push your left hip down on the floor. Keeping the spine straight. Inhale and observe the stretch that you feel on the sides of the hip. And observe your breath. Slowly inhale. As you exhale, bend forward, drop your chin over the knee and stay here. Inhale, come up. Sit straight and observe. Taking a nice deeper and slower breath. And see the kind of calmness and the relief that you're feeling right now. or the changes, any kind of changes from the beginning to now. Whatever you're feeling, that's fine. You don't have to worry about it. If you wish to sit for a little more longer and observe a bit more silence, definitely you can go ahead and do that. Otherwise, I'll be saying a small prayer to finish off the class. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukamiva Bandhanat Mrityor Mukshiyamamritat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Slowly rubbing your palms, placing over the eyes, spread them to your face. Ears, neck, shoulders, chest, abdomen, back, lower back, thighs, knees and calves. And spread to your arms, back to your eyes. Slowly blink open. Namaste. Thank you so much for having a lovely practice. If you know anybody who's pregnant, please send them the same video that I have sharing right now. Okay, and ask them to practice regularly and you can see the baby will get nurtured properly. Thank you so much. Have a lovely day.